Hello, hello, hello. We here. We is live. Alright, get y'all on this screen. Oh, gotta. Alright, hold up. We're gonna delete that one real fast. Quick second, y'all. Quick second. What I'm gonna do is close that. Gonna go here. Add this. Nope, wrong one. Oh, it was there the whole time. I'm slow. My bad, y'all. Anyway, here we are. We back at it. One second. Alright, we good now. Let's get to it. Alright. Gonna keep it simple today. I ain't gonna lie. I know I said yesterday I was gonna wait and stuff, but I kind of got antsy messing around earlier. Just I was bored. Got in a little simple one. Didn't do too much. I literally just hopped in here, hopped in here again, exited there, made a quick 250, 260. My bad. Um, should have recorded it. My fault. But like I said, I was bored. Anyway, so as you can see, I already said these resistance and support zones. Um, Somebody asked me in the last video or the last stream about the what are zones, and in case you guys are also confused on that, the most simple way I could put it was that zones are specific price areas where traders expect the market to react, specifically where the price usually stops going up or stops going down. That's really the basis of it. So like when I say when I say that, I mean like this is a resistance zone, we call it, because price usually touches here and then decides to drop. And as you can see, when it touched here, it dropped. When it touched here, it dropped. Touched here a little bit, went down again. Touched here, went down again. And then it's not saying it's always going to sit there. It's just where we expect it to react to. You feel me? So like obviously you see here, you see a bunch of green candlesticks and it broke through. Had a breakout. Now it's on a downtrend again, but it's consolidating here. So, simple terms, downtrend, market's moving downwards, price is dropping. Uptrend, price is moving up. These are called bullish candlesticks, means it's going up. Red candlesticks are called bearish because the price went down. A couple trading terms there. Consolidating just means like the market is basically going sideways. There's no crazy price action. It's not moving up. It's not moving down. It's just in the middle. So, um, and then same thing for support zones here. Support zones are the same exact thing. It's where the market, if the market touches it, it kind of bounces the opposite direction. So like here I kind of pulled it kind of long ways. I shouldn't have probably did it that long, but like here you see it went up, it touched this resistance zone, and then it came down, touched this support zone, and shot up again, and then it kind of just bounces back and forth between the two. And that's kind of what we're looking for to happen. That's ways to make money. Like that's really what I did over here, and I just happened to exit out at the right time. Um, as you can see, the it went up, touched it, kind of consolidated a little bit, stayed around the area, went up. So my thought process was just it's gonna touch here and shoot back down. Obviously, it shot a little down, but not enough to where you could have just stayed in and you would have really lost money. And at this point in time, if you would have been right here, you actually would have made a profit. Don't know how if you would have pulled out or not, but that would have been your chance to like gain money instead of being in the negatives. But realistically, if you're setting up a stop loss like I did here, it would have just took you out. so you would have lost. But in that case, we did not lose. Explain one more thing, and then we'll move on to the charts right now. So as you can see, obviously the market moves up and down. You have support resistance zones, but you might hear people say a support zone turned resistance or a resistance zone turned support zone. Basically, all that means is I'll make another box right here. This is going to be, we're just going to say this is a support zone right here, which it kind of is. Um, Basically, all this is right here. So this is the support zone right here, and then this is the resistance zone, right? But price broke through this resistance zone and created another resistance zone. So you're not going to call them both resistance zones because that just doesn't, yeah, it's not what it is. So basically, price broke through and decided to stay in here, turning this resistance zone into a support zone. And then having the new resistance zone, which looks like it might be turning into, let's see here, turning into a new support zone. The resistance turning support again, live right here. Um, I don't really have enough info to say that this is going to be a resistance zone, but maybe we can say this is where price we might not expect it to go past. I'm not gonna leave that there because I don't want to confuse anybody because I don't think that's the resistance zone. I kind of want to see in the next 5 minutes what price does here. Ooh, excuse me. I want to see if price decides to break through one more time. If it does touch up here again and then goes back down, I'm gonna call that a resistance zone. And I'll pull that. So we pull out the little rectangle, go like that, boom, resistance zone. I'll even type it in so you guys can remember on the next one when I do set it up, just so it's a visual. Um, but at the moment, I'm gonna pull this back just because I don't know if I want to consider that a support and resistance zone yet. But while that's doing that, we'll go check the Nasdaq, see what we can find here. What session are we in? We should be in the New York. I'm still, like you guys all know, we all learning here. Oh wow, New York session had a crazy sell. That would have been bands, but we're gonna leave that alone anyway. Um, yes. So how much volume is in the market here? What are we looking at as of right now? Okay, a couple hundred people in here. Move that. I did forget I was in the minute time frames. We're gonna move up to the 5 minute just to break it down a little more. Kind of get a general vicinity of what price is doing every 5 minutes. Oh, and for anybody that's new here, I'm gonna try to also like new to trading, and like I said, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. I do need to bring up my chat just in case. But and even after the stream, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them live. Um, but yeah, so the best way I can, if you guys don't understand what a candlestick is, I'll make a just a normal video, like 2 minute video, just explaining what it is. But I'll say it here just in case. Um, so you have the reason it's called a candlestick is the way they look at it is like this candle right here, basically. It looks like a candle. That was really dumb for me to say, but just in case, most basic, in case anybody didn't know. But this body, so the bottom of that body right there, right above my cursor, that is where price was at when that candlestick was when it opened. So at the start of the first 5 minutes, at the start of this 5 minutes, price started here and ended up here at the top of the body right here, that right there. That green stick at the top and that green stick at the bottom, those are called wicks. The bottom wick represents where the wick itself represents where the price got to. So price opened here, got down to here, came back up here. Like it could have done anything in that 5 minute time frame. But what it does is that wick represents how low price got during that amount of time or how high price got in that amount of time. So like for example, this big candlestick right here, you have the short wick down here, which means price got to down here, which would have been 21,361, and it also got all the way up to 21,439.75. But when it ended here. So the start of it was here and it ended here. Price got up here but didn't stay here. Now, although it didn't end there, if you're in a let me see, if you're in a long position, just so we have the visual, and you started it there and you decided you just wanted to take this win right here, you will make money off that just because price touched there at some point. Now, if you let it go and you didn't have a take profit there and your take profit was up here, it's not gonna have, it won't take out. If it's too high up, it's not gonna take out. You'll see the profit, but it won't. You'll if you left it there, you left it there. You didn't get the money. Now, not saying you wouldn't have touched it, because obviously if you had your take profit up here, you were still gonna win. It still touched it, which would have just been probably about 45 minutes. You would have had to wait for it to get up there. But yeah, so that's besides the point though. Just wanted to explain what that was. But yeah, let's go look at these charts again. My bad. Just wanted to make some things known. I think that was a price high. No, that was a price low at the time, and this was another price low. We're gonna get rid of those though, because those have nothing to do with anything at this point in time, other than the fact that it's back down. Actually, we can now. I'm gonna put a horizontal line here just to know where price is at now. I'm gonna get rid of the orange one because from the looks of it, it's between the price right now is between these two lines. I'm gonna change this one to blue so it doesn't confuse anybody. Um, put the opacity up a little bit. Oh, nope, don't do that. Alright, so price is between these two lows. So price got all the way up here. As you can see, we was messing around here. You can see the white boxes, little resistance support zones. This was the lows I had marked from, when was this? Thursday. I had marked these lows on Thursday. And now price has officially reached back these lows and actually broke down through that low to the next low, which was on Monday. And it is now Wednesday, and the price broke down here again. And from the looks of it, it usually doesn't stay here very long. But price has also been in a crazy uptrend because obviously it just keeps going down, going down, going down. But yeah. So I honestly wouldn't be surprised if the same way it dropped all the way down here, it shoots back up the same way by tomorrow, if not today, or by later tonight. It could be up here. I might be back on later tonight just to mess with around with it. So we'll come back and check this. But this is in the 5 minute time frame. But again, we're gonna go in here, see if we can make any support and resistance zones. At the moment, this looks like the support zone, which kind of makes sense based off that blue line, because that was the farthest low in a couple of days. But we're gonna leave this here. I'm not gonna put it all the way down there. We're gonna put the support zone right there. Say it's gonna stick around here. I'm just drag it out just so it's there. I'm gonna mark it up though, so you guys can have the visual. Support zone. Alright. I'm gonna change the color on that just because it's a little, yeah, hard to see. What color should we do? We'll do, nope, there's too much blue. We will do orange just because it's bright. As of resistance zone, I wouldn't say this is one, but it's definitely a possibility that it might turn into one. The price gets around here and decides to bounce back. It might even go, it might even go farther down, but at the moment it's consolidating the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30 minutes. So at the moment, let's see what it looks like in the minute time frame. Let's see if we can make any zones here. Alright, so based off of that, I'm going to get rid of this resistance zone. I'm going to put one here. Alright, move box. Put that one here. We'll add some text. Resistance zone. It might mess around and break it. I don't know. It is going up. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if price did try to get back up to the 2500 range. It's at 2100 right now. And honestly, if it gets, I might put a limit buy here, just in case price touches. We're gonna say what's around here. What's this right here? No, what's right here? 21 174. 21 174. I said. Yeah, we'll go 175. How about that? So we'll go there, and then we'll go set up. Oh, so price does touch up there, which means I'm going to put my. Okay, wait. Where did I buy in it? Price isn't that high yet. Alright, well, we're going to try this out. It was an accident, but maybe it was meant to be. We're going to put this below the support zone right here. And see, I'm going to shoot for a $400 profit. Change that for, Oh, not a $4,000 profit, $400 profit. A $4,000 profit would be awesome, but I'm not looking for that. Now, realistically, I didn't mean to hop in. Maybe I got something wrong here, and the limit buy isn't what I thought it was. But hey, if we can make a profit off it, I'm not gonna complain. Maybe it was meant to happen. But while that, go ahead and do that. I'm gonna actually change this too. I'm gonna change this to 650. Not really too worried. Honestly, if we could take a little one here, I'm gonna go for 250 right there. Let's shoot for a $250 profit take. Not gonna be greedy. It's not what I like to do. You guys know how I rock. I'm gonna put this in for a long position. Yeah, we're definitely behind, but from where the line is, I'm gonna put it there. I'm gonna shoot for this profit target right here. Stop loss down here. No, it's kind of far compared to what we're trying to gain, but at the end of the day, if it touches it, we still came out with a win. So, not complaining. Moving on. Let's go check out the S&P 500. 5 minute time frame. Let's go ahead and see. Unrealized profit, -5. No, that's okay. If it really does get low, I'll actually go move it. But why did I just make that? Hold on. Alright, so price is obviously in a downtrend from, as you can see, from this was Monday, this was Sunday, this was Friday, this right here was Sunday. We made some money. Um, Another time we made some money. Got in a buy. Obviously, price shot down. Where was it at? This was 59.70. We are at 5.8, and it's still shooting down. So we're gonna say, because obviously it's in a crazy downtrend. I don't know if I really want to mess with it, but I will put a support zone here. Support zone. Let me type. Did I unmute my mic? I did. Okay. I was gonna say that would have been really sad. 40 minutes in. Well, like 15 minutes in, and muted mic. I would have low-key cried, but it's cool. Nah, I'm just kidding. But let's see. All right, support zone here. I'm gonna put a resistance zone here because if it does touch this at all, by the time I come back later tonight, we are in for something. Yep, I do like this that resistance zone right there. There's a very good support zone structured. Move that back here just so it's not too far off. Doesn't throw any confusion out there. Type resistance zone here. Ooh, my headset's about to die. Not good. Ooh, we're negative 150, 110. Not good. Alright. Well, we'll let that go. I'll be back. I'm gonna go ahead and go grab my headset charger. And be back. Alright, headset charger acquired. And we are in the positives. I like to see that. Alright, so again, we'll leave that alone. Hopefully we get a little sum out of it. Where did my support? I didn't set up anything for gold. Never mind, because we were watching. We were waiting for it. That's right. Alright, so that's definitely a support zone turning. That's turning into a support zone here. We have. Again, I'll write it down just so you guys have the visual of where the support zone lies. Which one's the support zone? Which one's the resistance zone? No, I wouldn't say there's a. Off my personal opinion, I don't want to say there's a resistance zone yet that it's really made. Like, yeah, it's bounced down a couple times, but it's kind of like inconsistent. Down here, though, as you can see, it rejected multiple times in the same area minutes later. And that's, I gotta learn, I'm still trying to learn the names for all these different candles that come across. Like, yeah. Because I don't know if, like, and this is another thing I'm still trying to learn is what is considered a triple top. Like, because obviously you see that one, you see a high right here, you see another high right here, and you see a high right here. Is that a triple top or is that just a head and shoulders? Like this is the where's my markup tool? Um, where is me markup tool? Oh, there we go. Um, all right, path. So you're like right here, right there, right there. God, that was definitely a crazy breakout if we would have been there. But how do I get out of it? Okay. Let me do that again. First time using that tool. But yeah, shoulder, head, shoulder, breakdown. That's what I see there. So there's a couple different versions of what they like not versions, but like there's obviously like different ways the head and shoulders can have. Let me see if I can find another one um like this right here. Perfect example. This is what they call a head and shoulders pattern. So that's a shoulder right there. This is the head, another shoulder. That's the most um easiest way I can. That's the most. That's probably the best example I'll find, honestly. Um, yeah, but I don't. Let me go look real quick so I can give you guys the right information. Open up another tab. Oh, nope, didn't mean to do that. Wrong one. What? See, head and shoulders. A head and shoulders pattern is used into it's a specific chart formation that predicts a bullish to bearish trend reversal. Okay, so I was right. Excuse me. So this would bullish to bearish trend reversal. So yeah, that's correct. All right, so and this is like literally a perfect example. So you got the shoulder right here, head right here, shoulder right here. So basically, what that's supposed to mean, and it did, is it goes from the price. Obviously, the market was going up, and when you get that second shoulder made, usually it means that the price is supposed to shoot down. It's supposed to do this. Can I make another? Nope. We'll do this. Get rid of that and redo it. So it's literally supposed to do this. You got the dash, darn it, shoulder, head, shoulder, and it's supposed to shoot down like that. The way it did, it's supposed to go down like that. That's literally the pattern. That it's weird how it works. How people have realized that when this pattern happens, usually it does shoot down. So like if you can realize something like that, like a head and shoulders pattern, it's a very good start. But there's so many different patterns. It is a lot to memorize. So there is things like you can get that to help you like know, like to help you find those patterns. You can look for them specifically. Like if you go on Amazon, you could look up trading pattern mouse pad if that's what you were if you were working on a computer, and you could get a mouse pad that literally has a bunch of different trading patterns. There's a bunch of ways to do it. You can download pictures like there. You can do yeah any of that. Just depends on what you're preferring. If you want it in front of you or anything like that. Um, but yeah, at the moment I don't know. I still don't want to consider anything a resistance zone yet. Like maybe we could put one here, but I personally don't want to yet, but I'm gonna leave it here just in case, because if price does come back up here again and goes down, then I would consider it a resistance zone. All right, so I'm gonna move that one so we can see it a little bit better. Right there we go. All right. So while that's going on, we still have the Nasdaq. We're down 25. Honestly, if I can get a $20 profit, I'm gonna take it out because I really didn't mean to get into this trade anyway. So we're gonna go ahead and just put this at $20. Because I genuinely didn't want to get in that trade. It kind of just happened on accident. I was just saying that if it got here, this is what I would have did, and this and that. You guys saw what happened. But back to the S&P 500. See what the price is doing, and is it not doing much? Um, hmm. I didn't put the extra resistance on here. At the moment, that's the resistance zone. I'm gonna go ahead and shorten this one up. And if it gets back up there, we'll bring it back out so we can view it. But I doubt price is gonna get back up there anytime soon. At least not right now. If anything, it's gonna consolidate for a while, then maybe eventually shoot up. But until then, this is my resistance zone here personally. And as you do it yourself, you'll get you'll get comfortable with where it is and make. All right, headset indeed died on me, but we're back. All right, and it's on the charger. I don't know what it died for. It's being weird. Drag that back so it's not so long. Actually, nope. Drag it back out so we can see the words. Add the words here. Oh, you gotta zoom in to see the words. Oh, my bad. Um, nothing here right now. Anything? Nope, still negative. Oh, did it just hit 5 o'clock? It did indeed hit 5 o'clock, y'all. So we're gonna be stuck here for a little bit. So you know what? We're gonna put this back to the 250 take profit. Why not? Let's see. I'm not scared to lose some money, guys. It ain't even real. Alright, that's not a good thing to do. You know what? I said I was going to stay in the trade. But let me see the movement. So, oh, there was the buying candlestick that we were at, guys. Finally got there off of the delay. Um, I don't know though. I kind of want to stay in, but a part of me also doesn't because it's still down here, probably over here. We're probably about 5 minutes behind it. What time even is it? It is 5:15. So that means, yeah, that was the 5 o'clock candle. That dang. So we hopped in right before 5 o'clock hit, ish. Actually, I don't know when we got in here. It just stopped moving, but I guess 5:10 is when maintenance happens. So we put in about 10 minutes ago. So it's probably like up here around 5:10. I don't know why. Oh, this isn't Eastern Standard, it's UTC. But yeah, so 6:10. So we got about an hour until the price comes back. Are these moving too? Nope, they're done. All right, so yeah, every market is on pause right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We got to talk about some things. Actually, I'm gonna leave that alone. No, I'm not. We're gonna go for based off how profits staying here. Since I made 250, it's 260 earlier. We'll go for a 260 possible loss. And if we lose at 260, I'm not really. I thought it took us out. I was about to be kind of salty. But we are good. All right, so I'm gonna move this here so we can see the risk to reward ratio. No, don't do that. We already had it set up. We are looking at a zero point 0.8. It ain't even a 1-to-1. Like I told y'all, I go for where I can get a profit, put the stop loss to where I can afford, and that's what I do. So Risk reward ratio. I know a lot of people talk about those. That's just not how I do it personally. It's not me. Just not how I like doing it. Obviously, as you can see, it's worked for me personally. Not saying don't do it. Oh, look at that. It's actually we're going for a 1.2, but it don't even matter. I told y'all though, I go for where I find a profit. I'm not really worried about making a specific amount of money. I'm looking to make some type of profit, and that's a win for me. Like I said, look, you see, I got $100. We made 500 last night. I went for 100. I actually changed my take profit to $80, and I happened to already be at 160 take profit, and I didn't realize. So it took me out, and I had $160. That was an extra win. I shot for $100 price target rate or target profit target. One, wasn't met, and actually was the best decision I could have made because if I didn't, I'll show you what happened. Price did this, and I would have been broke. So we obviously made the right decision. Pulled out literally at the right candle. It dropped. I was like, I got my $100. Price shot up. I got off my computer at this point in time though. Once I got that $100, and I was kind of mad. But hey, look, this is why we practice. But yeah, we'll be back here tonight. This will update eventually to see if we got a profit or a loss, and hopefully we get a profit. If not, I mean, like I said, I'm just losing the money that I made this morning or in the parking lot earlier when I was sitting around at my brother's school. So yeah, see y'all on the field. Y'all be easy, stay up, be safe, and I'll catch you on the flip side.